Okay, so what we're going to do today is line losses. So if we have a system, and this is going to be a solar panel, and let's say the solar panel is at 300 volts. Okay, and then from the solar panel, we're going to go to the inverter. So we have from 300 volts there is current flowing here, so this is I, but there's also resistance. So we'll call this one current, we'll just call this one the voltage at the panel, and we'll call this one the voltage at the inverter. So we know first of all that the voltage at the panel will be greater than the voltage at the inverter because of the resistance, because of the line losses. So if we remember Ohm's law, we know that V equals IR. We also can think of this as that in this way. We can think of it as VP minus VI equals IR. So remember, so this is so VP is the voltage at the panel. This is the sun. This is where the sun, remember, of course, comes in. So sunlight. These are electrons coming out at DC. After they come out of the inverter, they're coming out at AC. So this is DC over here, direct current, and this is AC over here, alternating current. So direct current, and over here is alternating current. So DC and AC. So what we're looking for is to see how much electricity we lose, how much energy we lose, how much power we lose between the panel and the inverter. And we know that the panel has a greater voltage than the inverter. Okay, and so this is Ohm's law here. It's important to remember that V is voltage. I is current. And R is resistance. So what we're looking for is the change from the panel to the inverter, and we know that if the resistance goes up, we're going to lose more voltage. So let's look at an example. I think we had an example from our previous quiz. Let me find that. think it's on this one. Basics of electricity. So I think you had a question on this one. And this is very important. And after I show you this one solution, I'll also show you some other ways to do these calculations. Oh, this is the one right here. Okay, very important. So this is the one that we'll look at. So we have 100 feet of copper wire, and it's number 6, and we'll look at that shortly. And the resistance is 0.1 ohms. The current is 14.2 amps, and the voltage is 310 volts DC. So the question is, what's the voltage drop in the wire? So let's look at that problem. So we can start, and I'll change this one number here. Let me just change this one number to 310. 310 volts. And we know this is a number 6 wire, and it is 100 feet long from end to end. So number 6, 100 feet. Now we can do the math. So again, we'll start with the voltage at the panel minus the voltage at the inverter equals the current times the resistance. So if we go back to the problem, we can just say that this is the change in voltage. So the panel to the inverter is the change. So let's go back up here. So between this and this is delta V. And delta just means the change. This is the Greek letter delta. Equals the change, CHANGE, or the drop, DROP, the change or the drop. Okay. So in this case, we're given, in the problem, we're given 14.2 amps. So 142 amps. That's the current. That's the current flowing through the wire. That's how much electrons. And then the resistance, it says 0.1 ohms. 0.1 ohms. So now we can calculate. We can calculate. So 14.2 times 0.1 equals 1.42. So delta V equals 1.42 amps. Okay, so now if we want to know what VI is, we can say that VI equals VP minus delta V. So VI equals 310 volts DC minus, oh sorry, I made one mistake. Let me fix this. I wrote amps. I meant to write volts. Sorry. 1.42 volts. DC minus 1.42 volts DC equals, so 310 minus 1.42 equals 308.6. 308.6 volts DC. So the voltage at the inverter is 308. Okay, so now we can say 308 is less than 310. 308. So remember, this was 310 over here. Volts DC is greater than the 308.6. So we lost. So as the electricity flows from here to here, some of it is lost as heat. Some of it comes out. So this one's at 310, and this one is 308.6. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Trying to get back to the screen and see everybody here. I'm going to stop the screen share. Hopefully you come back. Google Chrome. I'm going to save this. Note 2. File. Save as. Get into courses. So Jesse, while you're reviewing that, does that make sense for everybody? The line losses now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I? Can I tell? If you give a few minutes, I can tell to them, man.
I can hear you, but I didn't understand.
Yeah, they are little, they didn't understand. Can I explain this maths to this?
Yes, please. Yes, if you could please explain that in Tamil. Yes, you should, please.
I 40.2 I equal 40.2 R voltage 40.2. Can you show the?
Oh, the screen? Yeah, I will. Let me show it. Sorry, I'll show it. One second, I'm going to save this. Voltage drop. Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 pages.
Page.
Second page.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
40.2 and R 0.1 O. ஐக்கு பதிலாத்தான் திருப்பிட்டு இருக்காங்க சரியா டெல்டா வி என்றாண்டா இந்த டெல்டா வி என்றது இந்த ரெண்டு இந்த வோல்டேஜ் சேனல்ல உள்ள வோல்டேஜுக்கும் இன்டர்னல்ல உள்ள வோல்டேஜுக்கும் இடையில உள்ள வித்தியாசம் தான் டெல்டா வோல்டேஜ். சரியா? டெல்டா வி என்றது இந்த இந்த ரெண்டு இதுக்கும் இடையில உள்ள வோல்டேஜ்ல வித்தியாசம். சரியா? இப்ப இதுல வோல்டேஜ் வந்து சொல்றாங்க எவ்வளவுன்னு சொன்னா இப்ப V சமன் IR. சரியா? அப்ப இது வந்து ஒரு சமன்பாடு. இந்த சமன்பாடு நமக்கு தெரியும். V சமன் IR என்று. இப்ப இந்த எப்பவுமே இந்த VP இந்த கனல்ல உள்ள வோல்டேஜ் தான் கூடவா இருக்கும். இது வந்து எங்களுக்கு இனி இங்க வந்து திரும்பி வரும் இந்தியால பக்கம் வெளியே போறது, அதாவது நாங்க பயன்படுத்துறது இது வந்து கனல்ல உள்ளது. அப்ப இதுல இருந்து இங்க வரும்போது எனர்ஜி வந்து வோல்டேஜ் வந்து பர்ஸ்ட் ஆகும், கொஞ்சம் இல்லாம போகும். அதுக்கு அதை வச்சு கொண்டுதான் இந்த சமநிலையை உருவாக்கி இருக்காங்க. விபி பெருசா விஐய விட என்று அது எப்படி நீங்க சரியானதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு விளங்கப்படுத்துற. சரியா? இதுல விஐக்குரிய இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா இங்க வர்ற கரண்ட் வந்து 16.2 ஆம்பியரா. சரியா? இங்க பயன்படுத்துற அந்த ரெசிடன்ஸ் வந்து தசம் 1 ஓம். சரியா? இந்த ஓம்ன்றது 6 அலகு, ஆம்பியர் என்றது கைக்குரிய அலகு. சரியா? அப்ப இங்க நான் வி ஐய பார்த்தோம்னு சொன்னா, சரியா, விஐ 16.2 தர 0.1 ஓம். சரியா? இது புரிய அளவு வரும். அப்ப இது ரெண்டையும் பெருக்கினா எத்தனை வருது எங்களுக்கு? 14 2 எத்தனை தானங்கள் இருக்குன்னா 2. அப்போ 4.2 வரும். சரியா? இத்தனை வோல்டேஜ் வோல்ட் வரும். சரியா? விஐ. அப்ப விடி எடுத்துருக்காங்க உங்களுக்கு கனல்ல உள்ளது விபி 310 வோல்ட். அப்ப டெல்டா வி எப்படி வரப்போகுது? இந்த விடி மைனஸ் விஐ. அப்ப விடி 310, விஐ எத்தனையா? 1.4 சரியா? இதுல இதை கழிச்சு விட்டா இடையில உள்ள வித்தியாசம் வரப்போகுது. சரியா? இப்ப 10 இங்க 9 4 போனா 5 தசம் இங்க 0 இந்த 9 அப்ப இந்த இதுக்கு வருது. ஒன்றும் இல்ல, இந்த சமன்பாடு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கோம். அதை வச்சு நாங்க ஐக்குரியது காண்றோம். இவங்க விடி தந்திருக்காங்க, விபி தந்திருக்காங்க. அப்ப இது வந்து டெல்டா வி என்னது? விபி மைனஸ் விஐ. இதுதான் டெல்டா வி. அப்ப இதை நாங்க கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டோம் எப்படின்னு சொல்லி இதுல இந்த கழிச்சு விட்ட இது வரும். Okay.
Okay. That sounded good.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next thing I wanted to do is show Sri Lanka's power grid a little bit. So let's look at this. Share screen. Okay, can you see the figure that I'm looking at? There's some blue, some red, some orange. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So what I would like to do now is I'm also educating myself a little bit because I don't know a lot of this. but this was my question for you, is where does Sri Lanka's electricity come from? And so right now it says there are 9 thermal power stations, 15 large hydro, and 15 wind farms. So usually when you see the 9 thermal power stations, that is typically coal. The 15 hydro, that's going to be water, and then 15 wind. So what we can see here is I like this figure a lot. This is quite good. So Jesse, I have a little pop quiz for you. There are 2 bars in each one of these. One is energy and one is power. And I want you to tell me, is the megawatts measuring power or measuring energy?
Megawatt.
Yeah, megawatt. Is megawatts describing power or is megawatts describing energy?
Energy.
Megawatts is power. Gigawatt hours is energy. Okay. Yeah, this is important. So I'm going to make another little question for you, because this graph right here represents energy 101 and energy 102. So I'll make another quiz for you that describes this graph that we're seeing right here. Okay, so this is important for all of us to understand, because what we can see in 2000 there were 1,500, almost 2,000 megawatts. So that's almost 2 gigawatts of power, and a little over 2,200 gigawatt hours of electricity made. And we can see over time that became more. In 2015, there were almost 3,800 megawatts of power and 12,000 gigawatt hours of energy. So I'll make another quiz that covers this. I'm also fascinated by this graph, because we can see all of the blue is hydro. The light brown is oil. So all of this is oil, which actually I find kind of surprising, but okay. And then this is coal. I'm also a little bit surprised that coal is growing so much. But this is where we are. We're focusing on the renewables. So all of the green is wind, solar, and biomass. wind, solar, and biomass. So I have to go and wrap up a few things here in Missoula. I'm going to get back into the shell. For some reason, I'm not able to see you. You can see me? All right. Well, anyway, I need to get going here to my office, but I'm glad we got to cover the line losses today. I'll make another quiz on this. And what I would like to do, Jesse, is can we schedule another meeting for Monday morning?
Yeah, we have a lot of you sent before now some works for us with the videos. You sent us some videos and reading work for us. We have something still. We
Okay.
have to and do that.
Okay. Do you have some other questions?
Uh, if we have, we will text you.
Okay. Very, very good. And I think at this point, I want to make sure, because we've gone through 2 or 3 quizzes for PV, and the line loss that we just did was for the second quiz. So let's keep working through the quizzes, and I'm going to give you one more quiz based on the figure that we just saw today. So let's schedule a time that works for Monday, and I will look for your questions, and
Okay.
I will see you on Monday.
Okay.
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 Thanks, everybody. I'll see you Monday.
Thank you, Uncle. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.